Hello everyone, half of 2026 has already passed. How is your work going? Did you trade well last week? If a trade doesn't go well, don't let that drive you to try and guess even with the market, and don't let it lead you into making FOMO-driven mistakes. If you have any questions or anything is giving you pause, please don't hesitate to leave a comment below or message me directly. I'd be happy to help answer them. Have you ever wondered why you always enter trade using limit orders without waiting for confirmation? Does that approach seem one-sided or boring? Well, that is exactly what today's video is about. Today's video covers when we need to wait for a confirmation before entering a trade rather than placing a pending order right away. Before diving into the main content, I need to cover the basics first. When you need to wait for confirmation and when you don't. To make this easy to understand, let's look at a real-world example. A downtrend is characterized by the price forming lower highs and lower lows. If the downtrend persists, the price cannot validly break this critical key level. If you wish to enter a trade at this point without waiting for confirmation, certain conditions must be met. First, you need a basis for predicting that the current downtrend will continue. You can analyze multiple time frames. Second, the key level must be strong. You can verify this by identifying the retracement, the impulse move, or any imbalance following the key level. So what happens if you cannot predict that the downward trend will continue, or in the second scenario, you cannot accurately identify a key level? At this point, many might choose to skip the trade. However, we need to continue our analysis. Is the trend bullish or bearish? Where should we enter the market? And what is the next step after sitting out a particular segment? In this situation, we should wait for confirmation before proceeding with further analysis and trade entry. For beginner, I recommend waiting for a reversal signal. This serves as the strongest confirmation and offers the highest win rate. We will wait for the price to break through the key level of the retracement trend before entering a trade. That covers the theory, but truly understanding and applying it requires time and plenty of practice. Now let's move on to the practical application. In today's video, I'm only using one time frame for analysis and placing orders. Before we begin, I want to warn you that if you're a beginner and haven't made profits on larger time frame, you absolutely shouldn't trade on time frames smaller than 15 minutes. Although the way to read the market is the same across all time frames, everything happens extremely quickly on smaller time frames, making it easy to make incorrect analyses and place rash orders. To begin the analysis, the first step is to determine the market structure in order to identify key levels. The market trend moves as follows, and because it moves this way, is this a key level for the current downtrend? The sharp drop in imbalance indicates a very strong potential for the trend to continue. However, the issue here is the rebound is very weak, indicating a lack of genuine buyer interest in driving prices up at this level. Furthermore, the price breakdown is not yet clearly established, as only a few candlesticks have closed below the breakout point. Is this the latest key level of the downtrend, or does the actual key level lie higher up? Currently, the market's retracement is trending upward. We cannot know which bearish key level the price will respect, nor whether the markets will continue to decline. This is a key level for the retracement trend. Therefore, to enter a trade safely, we should proceed as follows. We place the stop loss above the second key level and the take profit below the key level of the current retracement trend. Achieve a risk to reward ratio of less than 1:1. Achieving long-term profitability with that risk-reward ratio is very difficult, especially for beginners. With a low risk-reward ratio, achieving long-term profitability necessitates a high win rate, yet maintaining a high win rate over the long haul is extremely difficult. It is far more challenging than executing trades that have a lower win rate but offer a high risk-reward ratio. So at this point, apply what I just mentioned. Wait for the price to break below the key level of the retracement trend. We will then enter a sell trade. Conversely, if the price breaks above it, we will enter a buy trade in line with the new market trend. Remember, patience is a key to achieving success in trading. Okay, the market has confirmed the signal. The price is still respecting the zone and the market will continue its downward trend. At this point, we will clear away all the previous analysis on the left and focus solely on this section of the market. This is a key level for the new downtrend. Only then do we place a sell order at the key price zone and take profit at the lower low. This approach yields a risk to reward ratio of 6.12. Isn't that fantastic? Let's see if the market plays out according to the analysis. And the price has hit the take profit TP level. Remember, we shouldn't enter a trade without solid confirmation from the markets. That brings today's video to a close. Before I wrap up, I'd like to share a little about my trading journey over the past decade. From starting out with nothing to where I am today, there were times I nearly gave up and moments when I felt this profession was no different from gambling. However, if you strive to correct your mistakes and practice persistently, success will surely follow. I hope the knowledge and insights I've shared help you on your path to success. If you run into any difficulties, please don't hesitate to leave a comment or send me a direct message. I'd be happy to help. Goodbye, and I'll see you in the next video.